Okay, so recently I noticed that the pandemic really affects different groups of people differently. And even though like all children are affected, but I feel like the ones who are most severely affected are the ones that you're concerned about, which is the children from lower income backgrounds. Maybe from your own observations, can you give like some examples of how COVID has affected your learners?
One of the key concerns was check-ins with the children. When everything was migrated online, there's no external contact at all. These check-ins become impossible. During the circuit breaker, we had a couple of kids who were not even doing their school homework, not even doing their KidsExcel homework. So basically, right, these kids, right, for 2 months, we don't see them. The school doesn't see them. The school is unable to send teachers down to go and check in on them, or any counselors to check in on them. And without check-ins, you cannot build accountability. You cannot build responsibility. So when they have no one to account to, then kids being kids, they run havoc. Yeah, they just don't do work, like, they just don't do anything. Yeah.
How do you try to like actively engage these kids?
There is no one size fits all solution now. There's no one size fits all solution. At the end of the day, the classes are there, our teachers are there waiting for the kids. The challenge is getting them to come to the classes. So I think it starts out first by trying to understand the family situation. So not all of our kids are like that. Maybe about 80% of our kids will come for our classes when asked to. But the last 20% is the one that, 90% of the effort goes to, right? You have to call out the parents, try to understand the family situation, try to understand the kind of circumstances that are affecting the kids. It could be something as simple as, oh, my flat is too crowded. My siblings are all using the computers or the laptops or the tablets. I have no space to study. I have to go down to the void deck, but I can't go down to the void deck, the kind of a thing. And so I don't go for class. Every case requires special care. Every case requires attention.
The online mode of KidsExcel is called KidsExcel.
Yeah.
Is it? Right.
Yes.
So,
Yes.
So what was the inspiration behind it? Is it because of COVID that you decided to start this initiative?
We have always thought about digitizing our curriculum, but there was never any push. I think COVID was the one that forced our hand. Quantage Foundation actually stepped in together with the Lions Foundation. They also stepped in, and then they donated close to 400 plus learning devices. So we used the money, and we actually purchased Android tablets for our children to use. That was part of our pivot to online learning during the circuit breaker in 2020.
How different is physical lessons as compared to like online lessons?
If you're looking at teaching as just pure instruction, then yes, online learning can be done. But more importantly, I think the teacher is the one, guiding the children in their learning, guiding them as they explore the topic or explore the subject. And I think that guiding process requires a face-to-face kind of interaction rather. Online learning cannot replace face-to-face classes, not in entirety. It can be used to supplement. It can be used to enhance learning. Things like learning management systems or e-assessments or even like digital libraries can be used to supplement physical classes, but it cannot replace entirely.
Right. So I think we both agree that, COVID is here to stay. So what do you feel the permanent effects of this pandemic will be, especially on like the education landscape?
We're starting to appreciate our children as children, not as top PISA scorers, the kind of a thing. And I think our education system has also learned to be gentler in its academic requirements. Those changes, while subtle, actually reflect the change in mindset, in MOE and as a country. Yeah, in fact, I think just recently, about 2 weeks back, there was a discussion in Parliament on how to support mental health of our teachers, and I think that's good. It's a good shift, for our country.
What keeps you motivated to do your best in KidsExcel, despite all of these challenges?
I feel that we're doing good. Sorry, I know we're doing good. There is meaning behind my work. And this meaning behind my work drives my passion and my stamina. for the work that we do.
So what are your hopes and dreams for KidsExcel in the future?
So we're looking at financial sustainability. Hopefully, we'll be able to last for the next 2 decades, 3 decades, and people will continue supporting and people will continue to see a point in our work. But also, to bring this program forward, we need like-minded people who share the same level of urgency with us and who believe that this is the way forward to resolving those social gaps. I think we need people like that. And if we are able to build a team or to expand our team with more and more of these people, sustainability of KidsExcel will be assured.
So just one last question, just to close this interview. What are the different ways that people or organizations can get involved in KidsExcel if they really want to help?
Please feel free to reach me. My contact details are on our charity website. It's cty.sg. My email is chris@cty.sg. So it's CHRIS at cty.sg.
Okay. So thank you so much, Chris, for your time today. It's been so great to listen to you and to hear your story. I think something that really stood out to me most in this whole interview is how educators and teachers, it's more than just a job. I hope that, our audience has learned so much from this interview because I have learned so much. If you're interested to learn more about KidsExcel, you can email Chris at chris.cty
.sg, yeah. chris@cty.sg.
chris@cty.sg.
Yeah.
Thank you for tuning in, everyone. This has been Felicia from the Patatas talking about social matters in the realm of education. If you'd like to follow us on social media, we are on Instagram at @thepatatas_ and also on Facebook at @thepatatas. Thanks for listening. See you next time.